Hi, my name is Erica Nakemdrum O'Carey. This is a presentation preview for Brother Leau. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. I thought your presentation was excellent. I thought it was well prepared. I think you really know what you're saying, which is great. I think you're very knowledgeable when it comes to technical applications of the cloud. I think that it's great that you're presenting for a university. I think that if you have that much technical knowledge for a university, I think most university officials would probably know what you are talking about. I think that if you are presenting for a smaller business, maybe you would have to probably explain a little more of what you're saying to a smaller business. But maybe in a university setting, you could get away with being more technical. So I think you're probably okay with giving them that much information. You gave a lot of information. So even with all of your PowerPoint slides, there was a lot of information. So if you're doing a smaller business, all the information may have been a little overwhelming. But I don't know, in a university, I think you can get away with it. So that was probably okay. One thing I would tell you about your slides, and this is something that I've noticed with a lot of people with slides, is they have a hard time with PowerPoint when you try to maybe present in PowerPoint. You can't present the full slideshow because it takes over your computer screen. So one of the things that I wanted to show you, and I'll show you with my PowerPoint here, I'll just open it up and I can make it smaller here in a second, but one of the things I want to show you is this little trick here. If you hit slideshow over here, and I'll kind of move it a little bit over here, I'll just kind of move it. There's under slideshow, and I've got this little pointer here. There's this slideshow setup. Let me kind of move it in. I'm going to move my screen here a little bit. Move my screen. Under slideshow setup, if I hit it, it says slideshow setup. It's going to give you some options. I've already hit browsed by an individual window. What it normally says is presented by a speaker, and it goes into full screen. But if it does that, it takes over your full screen, and then you don't have control, and then you're stuck leaving it as is. But if you hit this browsed by an individual screen, and then you hit OK, right, and click out of this. But then when I go over here, if I come back, and let me get my screen here a little bit bigger for you so you can see everything. Then if I come back over here, I gotta move over here again. I'm moving around here. But then when I come back over here, if I come back and I say, well, I just really want to, I'm going to show my actual slideshow here. If I come back from the beginning, I can actually make my slideshow as small or as big as I want it to be, and then it doesn't take over my entire screen. Now, the nice thing about this is that I can actually do whatever I want, and you'll see that these little arrows show up. I can actually make this as small as I want, and I can do whatever I want on the rest of my screen. I can do notes here or whatever else I want, and I can still click on this. I've still got a full slideshow over here and do whatever I want. And this is a really nice trick while you're presenting. So this might be something to keep in mind for your future when you're presenting, and it's just kind of nice thing. And I did put directions on that in your presentation. So this is kind of a nice thing, especially if you ever find that you can't remember things that you want to say. You could post some notes on the other side of your computer screen or whatever to help you with presenting, and that might help you out. So just a little bit of advice. But your presentation was wonderful, and you did a really great job. And I really would, I think that you did, if you were trying to present to someone and you were trying to propose this to someone, you wanted them to buy your product, I think you did a great job. So very well done. Thanks for listening.